Well, I head over. All right, so we're alive.
Yes, we are. What?
Uh,
Yes, we are.
There we go. What's up, Edward?
Okay, I think I got it covered. Edward, Max Air. Nothing new and exciting, Justin?
No, not today.
Yeah, it's just been kind of a dreary day here today, too. How's the weather down there? You got sunshine or is it dreary?
It's like half cloudy, half sunny. It's nothing bad though.
Well, that makes it nice.
It's pretty nice out though. Feels around like 67, 70. That's not hot or cold.
How's your pupper dog doing?
Good.
The two of them are pretty much inseparable.
For the most part, yeah. What's up, Lance?
Which one of them is large and in charge compared to the other? Or are they about equal?
Tyson would be it.
Oh,
What's up,
really?
Laura? Tyson's the aggressive little one. Bo's pretty timid.
Yeah, Bo just kind of lays back and watches them, huh?
Yeah, he's more chill than Tyson. What's up, Laura? Yeah, I'm definitely not the best driver, Lance, that's for sure. A lot of times because I get distracted by the chat and other stuff.
That's just because you suck. That's why.
Oh, you're funny.
Hello, Laura.
So I'm kind of on the fence of whether to get because I know they recalled the A1, but they re-released it or get the Anchor make. Like the one you got, Joe. I'm not sure.
M5.
You've had zero issues with it, right, Joe?
Well, the only issue I had is when I printed something, I didn't give it enough support, and it didn't print right. And it's only because it didn't have enough support for some of the items. Yeah,
Well,
this is what I printed last night.
my biggest thing is the M5 is the same, actually a little bit more expensive
Oh,
than the
there's the other
A1
one you
is.
just did, right?
Yeah, I did that one last night, and I actually it wasn't working right this way. I had to stop it and turn it upside down and print it upside down to make it work right
Oh,
because it needed support a different kind of way.
so now when you stop it and turn it upside down, does it know where to start?
No, you lost that. When I noticed it was starting to knock things loose where the trunk wasn't going to be right, I said stop. So I changed the support system a little bit and printed it upside down like that, and it worked. Sometimes you got to look at it before you do it to make sure everything looks like it's going to line up right.
Yeah, I got about a month before I decide, so we'll see what Bamboo does until then. Just only because they're actually the A1's a little cheaper. And with the 4 filament colors, I don't know. We'll
They got
see
a new
though.
one out there right now. It's called a Frozen, PHROZEN, multicolor printing. It's Frozen Arco FDM 3D printer, and it's got 4 on the top, like the Bamboo. Sounds like it's something new.
How is Mardi Gras doing?
Well, they had a good day yesterday. I mean, they had a real good day yesterday. Everything was perfect. Weather was perfect. Tonight they got 1 parade on the west bank of New Orleans. Tomorrow night there's 3. 3 on Wednesday, 3 on Thursday, 4 on Friday, about 8 to 9 on Saturday, maybe 10. Sunday, same thing. Sunday's got about 8 to
Now,
10
how long does Mardi Gras go?
Up, Tim.
until the 13th. And the 13th, all hell breaks loose.
About a week.
Yeah, it's about 10 days, 10, 11. Actually, it runs over 2 weekends, but it runs a total of about, by the time they start the first parade, depends on when Mardi Gras is, because it could be in March. And they start on the 12th of, on 12th night, they start, where they'll start celebrating Mardi Gras season. But it could be, this is one of the shortest ones. I've seen Mardi Gras on like February 8th. So that's been a short Mardi Gras where it happens real fast. I've seen it go all the way back into March.
Up,
It
Joel.
just depends on how Easter falls. Yeah, that parade I shot yesterday, that boat parade, it was 7 boats. I lied, it was 7 boats.
7 boats, huh?
Pitiful.
Is that the only boat parade they're gonna have this year?
Well, that's the only one they have here. They have one in Slidell, and my sister told me, don't waste your time.
Okay.
She said, that's a real pitiful one. And this one's usually a good one.
Hey, Dominic.
Dominic,
Morning.
that was my print last night, Dominic.
Oh, good evening to you. And in the room.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was the elephant I did yesterday.
Oh, great.
That's the one he printed for his granddaughter, or?
Yep. Baby girls, baby girls.
Okay, let's
Mr. Jackson, how you doing?
get to
I got about an hour, then I got to leave and go to that banquet thing tonight.
Oh, is
I
it?
finished the
That's
picture.
the one you
I
did.
pulled,
You put all
yeah, I
the
pulled all
pictures.
his pictures.
You put the
314 pictures.
214 pictures, and how
314.
how long-
314.
how long did you put between them when it switched?
Well, I just did a 1-second transition, but I did a 5-second on it, and I did a fade in on each. And it runs around 27 minutes long. And that's what he's looking for, about 25 minutes, and make it loop. So that when I get over there, we'll put it on, and the thing starts at 7, and we're going to have it on for when people come in, they could just start watching it.
Hello, Mr. Skyfly.
But he went through it. I usually do that. I usually go through, like, as soon as the season ends, and pick up about 10 from each game and put one together. But I'll do freshman, everything. He did all the varsity games. Hell with the
And
freshman
there's
JV.
Donald.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Up,
Don.
Donald.
good evening.
What's up, Al,
Donald.
Jonathan?
Yeah, slideshows are pretty good to do. You gotta, especially now when you have so many templates and stuff that you can drop stuff in and run. I did a
Yeah.
stupid project graduation when I first started doing video, and it was doing hand keyframes every transition for every single
Mhm.
picture. That was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it used to be hard.
That
I
was
put it
back
in Wondershare
2000.
this time.
Yeah.
I did it in Wondershare. I just brought it in, highlighted them all, said I wanted a transition, wanted 5 seconds duration, looked at it, said good, done.
Yep.
You know, I just
Yeah, and-
I just want them to fade from one to the other. I don't care. I had another program that went out of date that used to show that same picture in the background as a grayscale, and it
Mhm.
would sit there and the other picture would kind of float in it. And that was the best program I've had in my life. It was easy to do, but they
And it is
closed
nice.
up. It was photo something. Can't remember what it's called, but they closed it up, and you can't. The program that replaced it, it went like $400 for.
Mm.
You know,
Well,
it was
when I
like
did the last slideshow I did, well, that one, that was in After Effects. That would have been around 2001, 2002
Pro Show was the name of it.
Pro Show.
Yeah, Pro Show
Okay.
was the name of it. It had a
Mm.
program, and I purchased it. It cost me like $70.
Good
And
evening,
this
Jonathan.
thing was so nice.
Jonathan
I mean, you
and
put it in
everybody
there,
else.
it took a little time for it to render, but it came out really nice.
Rodney
What's
Bell.
up, What's up,
Hello.
Rodney?
Rodney.
What's up,
Hey,
Rodney?
Rodney.
Rodney,
Jonathan.
hey, how you doing, Rodney? Good to see you.
Mm.
Wish I know what year that was, or which version that was, but yeah, that was a pain. That was back on that would have been a that wasn't even a G3, I don't think.
Mm.
That would have been on the old Apple architecture, so like 9.6. So that's
Yeah.
before OS 10 even. It was slow.
Yeah, back in the day.
So get it all set up and animate, hit render, go home for the night, come back the next morning and check it and realize, I gotta tweak something. Go back in, find that section, and
Yeah.
Oh, I get pissed when I
yes.
do something. I look up there and I look at after it rendered and took all that time. And I go back and I have a freaking name, something misspelled in it. You got to be
Mm.
kidding me. And I've
I hate
looked
that.
at it 3 times and didn't see it.
Mm.
That's why I like this the Wondershare that I do my videos with for YouTube.
Mhm.
All I did was I just drug them in. I just highlighted them all. I said I want a fade in transition, want 5 second duration. It dropped it down to 26 minutes. I let it run through, looked at it, and I said, good.
yep.
Good.
Automation is just come leaps and bounds and made that
Mm.
actually
Oh, definitely.
a reasonable thing to do. I swore after that project
Hey, Rodney,
graduation, 'cause
thanks
they
for
wanted
popping
me to
in
do
to
one the
say
next year. I
hello.
said, no way in hell. I said, there ain't,
Yep.
I'm not doing another one.
Thanks for stopping by.
But
I've got one to do for basketball. I've got one to do for boys basketball coming up. So I've got to sit down and go through their pictures. You see, I'm a glutton for this. What I need to start doing is after each game, just putting a folder to the side, taking about 10
Mm.
pictures instead of having to go back and look through 20 games. But I do that every year, and it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
it's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
Later, Rodney.
What do you guys think of my hoodie?
Ah, awesome.
You sound a lot better today too.
It belonged to a car thief.
Oh, no.
And what?
The place I used to work, they had their production vehicle stolen one time
Mm-hmm.
and driven to another state, and they recovered the vehicle, brought it back to us, and this hoodie was left in the vehicle.
Yeah.
The vehicle.
And my size, I'm like, I'll take it. There was a Carhartt jacket
Lucky.
in there too, but it was too small for me.
Did they ever catch the person that
The police let him go.
they
They
did?
they tracked the vehicle down. They got the keys back from him, and they never charged him with anything.
Wow.
Mm.
The fuck?
Wow.
I'm guessing he
Exactly.
was friends with somebody,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a hook.
and he was here in this town, and he drove back home, and he had friends or family who was friends with enough people that They didn't press charges there.
Mm.
And so,
That's-
and our company just said, we got the vehicle back. We don't care. They didn't push it.
That's all right.
The hoodie looks great. Is your
Lance?
face hurting at all, Donald?
Do what?
Is your face hurting at all? It's killing us.
Yeah, yeah. I knew that was coming.
And he muted
Something's
himself.
going.
Yeah.
Lance,
Bit of a
Lance-
drive.
and then
Lance,
leave.
Lance
Friday.
just gave you a slap there, Don.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
knew
it
it was
was a
coming. I
drive-by.
waited.
So you sound a lot better today. So
I
better?
haven't been able to breathe. I just squirted some nasal spray up my nose.
yeah, because
So-
you don't sound as stuffy as you did yesterday or the day
Hmm.
before.
So I can breathe.
Yes.
Give it half an
gotta
hour
move.
and I won't be able to breathe again.
That
Got
does
addiction to
wonders,
nasal
doesn't it?
spray.
What's that, Lance?
I said that does wonders. Clears up
Yeah.
your sinuses for sure.
Yep. And going to bed at night, it's like, take NyQuil. NyQuil knocks you out, but it clears you out and clears you up so you can breathe. My wife ended up sleeping on the couch downstairs so she could kind of sit up and recline.
Justin, you were
Hmm.
using NyQuil, weren't you?
Yeah.
Where'd you learn to drive, Justin?
Oh, I'm not the best driver. I've
Hmm.
admitted that before, but usually it's because I get distracted by the chat and other things.
Yeah, I'm just kidding you. I would be much worse off, I'm sure, than you do.
As far as flying goes, I'm really good at flying. Hey, I got a clip for Donald on nasal spray. Here we go.
You know, I'm addicted to nasal spray. I smell everything! I'm invincible! I'm probably going to be a little down until I use the spray again.
Yep. Like I can breathe and I'm like, I got energy. I'm going to do stuff. And then everything closes up and I start feeling that pressure. And it's just like,
Mhm.
I can't really figure out anything.
Do they even put what was it they used to put in nasal spray that people got addicted to? I don't think they put it in there anymore, do they?
Cocaine?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, well, I don't think it was cocaine. It was
Might have been. You don't know.
It's been in everything.
I can't read that small. Why don't you Google it?
nasal spray.
Hey, Joe, what are you printing?
But not like me. I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. Or you want the Slim Shady that just been modified. The one the real Slim Shady. And it's a million of us just like me. Cuss like me. Don't give a fuck like me. Dress like me. Walk, talk, and act like me. It just might be the next best thing. But not like me. I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. Or you want the Slim Shady that
Oh, for fuck's sake.
the real Slim Shady. And it's a million.
That kind of looks like Laura.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
I was kidding. I knew that.
I thought it was Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slim Shady rolled in some white dust. That's what you.
It
Hmm.
says nasal spray addiction is not a true addiction, but it can lead to tissue damage inside the nose. Over the counter nasal sprays can be addictive, but they aren't true psychological cravings. However,
Yeah, I
they
can
can
quit
be
anytime I
addictive due
want.
to ongoing cycle of decongestion and congestion that they create.
Yeah, we do, Laura. Yeah, psychological cravings. You know, how different is that to an addiction anyway? An addiction is a psychological craving.
You can have a physical addiction.
Yeah, but it comes from the psychology behind wanting something, doesn't it?
No, if you don't have a true physical withdrawal,
Good evening, Mark White. Welcome, welcome.
then it's just like it's a psychological. It's more of a habit than an addiction.
Yeah, I as I said, I do agree with you.
Whereas
But I'm just saying
coffee,
that
if I don't have my coffee in the afternoon, I start getting a headache. I have a physical
What's up, Mark?
reaction to not having it.
but it's still it's still based on a psychological craving.
No, it's based on a physical reaction, like a physiological reaction
Oh,
to not
I'm
having the
I'm
caffeine.
not denying that. Yes, I'm not denying that as well. I'm just saying sometimes they are pretty much linked.
Oh, you can have both of them
Yeah.
linked, but they are two separate things. And if what he's saying
that's
is
what
that
I'm
it's
saying
purely
too,
a
yeah.
psychological, then it's not true addiction.
I get a headache if I don't drink coffee either, but it takes me a couple days. So if I stop drinking coffee for 2 or 3 days, that's when I start to get the headache. But if I
Oh,
like,
2 or
I didn't
3
have I
days.
didn't have coffee on Saturday. I don't know why, I just didn't, and
Yeah,
I was fine on Sunday.
But that's not a psychological thing. That's a caffeine.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yep,
Taking less
exactly.
caffeine.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, if
I
I
had
don't
a-
have
That's what I'm
coffee
getting
in the
at.
morning, if I don't have coffee in the morning by around 3 o'clock, I start getting a buzzy headache.
I'm
Yeah,
exactly
usually
the
takes
mine
me-
doesn't happen that quick.
Yeah, mine.
A couple days.
2 days. I don't have that anymore.
2 days.
Yeah,
I don't think you can go. I don't think I could
I've
go
gone-
2
I've
days
gone.
without coffee.
I've gone a couple days without coffee, and it was rough. But it was third day, I was fine. Didn't even.
Yeah, about
But-
5 years ago, I stopped drinking coffee, and the first 3 or 4 days I just had bad headaches, but then it went away, and I didn't drink coffee for about 6 months, and then I started again.
I've cut myself down to just one of these
Get
a day.
yourself a coffee, Jonathan.
I had a manager that was he was trying to quit drinking sodas, and he started drinking nothing but water. And that first week, man, he was having really, really bad migraines and headaches.
Oh yeah, he's
So-
losing the caffeine and the sugar.
Oh, okay.
So he was supplementing. He was taking
you're missing
Excedrin
out,
to
Corey.
kind of get a little bit of the caffeine, just enough to kind of knock the headache off, because he was more or less trying to quit the sodas because all the sugar and everything.
Mhm.
Corey, I agree with you.
Right,
I've never drank a cup of coffee in my life.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I've never drank
Hmm.
coffee either. I don't like it. I've tried it
I'm
It-
with
bunch of
Laura
different
on
ways.
Coffee only tastes bad the first 3,000 times you drink it, kind of like beer.
Yeah, beer tastes disgusting to me too. I don't like beer either.
Tim doesn't like beer either, but he forces himself.
I mean, I really don't like liquor
No,
either,
he-
but
No, he doesn't drink beer. He guzzles it.
I don't think any alcohol really tastes good. It's just
Tim just suffers from a really
you a buzz.
a chronic sore throat, and he has to soak it in alcohol.
No, yeah, good point. I'm not a huge alcohol drinker.
I'm not either.
I
I'll
stopped
have one.
drinking. I stopped drinking about 3 years ago. Haven't had any alcohol.
I have one beer every Friday afternoon, and that's pretty much it.
I woke up one morning and said, "Nope, I'm not going to drink it anymore." I don't just thought I'd stop, and
That was what I did with
My
heroin.
wife- yeah, yeah,
good
yeah.
point, Tim.
My wife still drinks her wine, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine."
I drink once, maybe twice a year, and
Okay.
that's it. I don't
Yeah,
really
I've been
drink that
drinking
often.
about the same. Yeah, I started when I was 5. The old man would go for a nice little ristretto, which is an espresso, and I've drunk it ever since. Yeah,
Started drinking coffee when I was in
Randy.
high school, and that was a really sugared coffee.
Steve.
I'd get the coffee from the convenience store and have all the crap in it.
My then girlfriend, who is now my wife, my
Mm.
senior year in college, said, "Here, try this coffee," and I could not stand it. And it was watered down. I mean, you could see
Ah.
through the coffee. It was so
Yeah,
watered down, and it tasted terrible. I'm like, no way.
it's instant coffee. All instant coffee's terrible.
Oh,
You need
the
it done by
the
a
hotel coffee, whatever they used. Oh, that last week when we were at the hotel. Oh, it was horrible. I would get it because I had to have the caffeine.
Yeah.
And so I'd go down and pour myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah, Randy.
And
Cup of Joe.
I'd force it down.
See,
First
Rainbow's
day.
got a new logo.
If you get it done by a barista and they do it properly, none of this.
Only if they're in a bikini, right?
Instant coffee rubbish. I'm
Mhm.
talking about a genuine coffee machine that uses 2 bar pressure, and you can
Mhm.
warm up the water to the right temperature, which is 63 degrees,
Mhm.
and have
Yes, I did.
Well, it
perfect
depends on
amount
the type of how you're brewing it, but yes.
the coffee. I do it in a
Justin,
coffee
get
machine.
get
None of
dinner
this
done.
coffee pot or cold brew or whatever.
Hey, Mad Props, how you doing?
Sorry, I'm
And Sarah, hello. And
I'm old school.
Edward's been drinking coffee for 64 years. Duh.
Yeah,
hello,
I've only
Steve.
been drinking it for 50.
Now, Dominic, do you ever use a
Yes.
mocha pot?
No, I don't.
It gets you. It's about 1.5 bar, not quite
Yeah.
espresso level, but it still gets you a nice crema on top.
Hey,
And
Steven.
it is probably
Hello.
my favorite way to make coffee
Hello, Steve.
if I'm not going for volume.
Mm.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Just to make a nice small pot of coffee at home. Oh, and mine got destroyed a couple years ago. I need to get another one.
Mm.
How did the flooding and mudslides go out there, Steve?
Because
It's
you've got- you've-
going. They've shut down Pacific Coast Highway actually from Huntington Beach
right.
to Seal Beach due to flooding and because of severe tides too.
Mm.
So Steve, my daughter's down at San Diego State University, which is a little inland.
Right.
So is it pouring down there? I mean, just nasty.
They're getting just as much rain as they are down there, but that area is pretty good at San Diego State land. So
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
She said she had to bring an umbrella to class the other day. It was raining so hard.
it's pouring, and this morning it was really pouring. Up till last night, till I went to bed, I would say from last week till last night going to bed, we'd gotten already 4 inches of rain, and there's heavier rain coming in today and tomorrow.
And they had to cancel
Wow.
the PGA yesterday up
Mm.
in San Francisco area.
Yeah, oh yeah, because Al, he was on the show here talking about how heavy it was, and I know that there's several like 100-year-old trees that have just been toppled over there because of the wind was unbelievable.
Mm.
Not good.
Interesting.
No,
No.
it's not, and
That's-
it's gonna be worse. That's the sad part about it. And where we live in Southern California, it's all adobe clay soil, so the water just runs right off from it. And right now, I want to say 50% of our planters, we have maybe that much water standing in some of them.
What's up, Dusty?
And that storm that came through here
water
last
does
night,
not get absorbed in that ground at all. It just runs.
Mm.
Runs off.
it just
Yeah.
runs through.
Speaking
that
speaking
storm
of
we
the
had-
devil, there's Al. Hello, Al.
Hey, Al.
Yeah. That storm that came through last night around 8 o'clock here dropped about a half inch of hail
Oh wow.
all over down on about a mile from it. The whole road had about a half inch of hail all over it.
Wow.
Well, I've been trying to get a hold of a friend of mine that lives in Sonoma because Sonoma County is one of them. We've got over 1 million people with power outages in the state, and most of them are up above Al is where he's at, and inland from there. A few in LA, a few San Diego County places, isolated areas, but most of this stuff is up in Northern California with over, like I say, over 1 million people out with power outages.
That thing you got there is supposed to hit us on Saturday,
Yeah.
and that's the big weekend of Mardi Gras.
Oh,
another
that's
loss.
right. It's already here.
Yeah, that's the big weekend of Mardi Gras. They're saying it's going to be off and on showers. It might not be terrible, but it's going to be bad. They're going to get rain sometime. They're just not sure.
Mr.
But then
Scott,
Mardi Gras
right?
Day is
No.
supposed to be like 65 and bright sun and everything else.
Yeah, because Mardi Gras, just about every day during the prime time, you've got parades every day, right?
Every night.
Mhm.
I got 1 tonight, 3 tomorrow, 3 Wednesday, 4 Thursday, 4 or 5 Friday, like 10 on Saturday, like 10, 11 on Sunday.
Mhm.
Mondays is only like 3. And then Mardi Gras Day it's all day long.
Wow.
Well, I know not inland from where Al is at in the Sierra Nevadas up at Mammoth Mountain. In the last 24 hours, they've received 36 inches of snow.
Wow.
I'm trying to see if I can bring up a live camera shot here of it.
Yeah, they're supposed to be getting like 4 to 6 feet just north of Vegas. Also,
Yeah.
yeah, my sister's in Vegas, so
Oh, okay.
when yeah, the mountains are starting to get covered. That'd be a cool place to fly. Red Rock with snow.
Oh,
Mm.
that would be. I flew Red Rock when we were out there 2 years ago, December. It's a
Hey,
beautiful
Donald,
area.
Donald, you never did tell us how the drive was all the way out to your daughter's.
No,
Was it-
uneventful.
Uneventful. There wasn't any bad
That's a
weather.
good thing.
Nope.
Uneventful is always great.
We got
Yeah,
a little bit of drizzle
good
on the
thing
way
to be
on the way home,
uneventful.
but that was it.
That was
Oh,
just
shoot.
a little drizzle on the way home. Okay. Because traveling out there in the wintertime, you never know what you're going to get.
Everything had pretty much
Wow.
melted off by the time we left.
Wowzers.
Wow, Steve.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's Mammoth. That's up looking outside the main lodge at Mammoth.
Okay.
And can you see my mouse moving here?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
see that area from here to here where the people are standing?
Yep.
Hmm.
That was not there 36 hours ago. It snowed that much. So this is by plows going through here in order to get
Wow.
it they can walk around.
Elephant. Look.
Yeah, there you go, Joe.
Mm.
Look at your friend. Look at your friend.
That's Wooly.
The mammoth.
The woolly
Mammoth.
mammoth.
That's his nickname, Wooly.
Wooly.
Woolly Mammoth.
Steve, we were just talking about that the other day. You heard about the company that's actually making some of those, right?
What's that?
They got the DNA from a frozen specimen they found in the Arctic, and
No,
they're
I
going
didn't-
Gonna
to
reproduce.
More
maybe.
idiots.
and they're going to impregnate a specific type of African elephant, a certain breed, to see if they can make a
Mm.
woolly mammoth.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's what we need.
Interesting.
Just what we need.
They want to
Yeah.
do like 4 or 5 of them. It's Jurassic Park, dude.
Yeah,
Exactly what
Jurassic
it is.
Park.
Yeah,
There we
but they're not
go.
filling in any DNA. They have the full sequence.
Mm.
Yeah, they're not doing it with the
And
frog.
they're thinking about doing the same thing with the dodo.
Oh, really?
Because the dodo was actually, we know we caused it. So
Mm.
Yeah.
What
Wow,
is it,
that's
the white
unbelievable.
rhino?
Up to 100 miles an hour. Up where Al is at.
I think the white rhino, there's only a few of those left, right?
Mm.
yep, and there's a oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's some type of marsupial that looks kind of like a cat. Down in, I want to say Tasmania.
You're not talking about the thylacine, are you? The Tasmanian tiger.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's actually a
they're trying to-
marsupial and it's striped on the
Yeah.
back end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people think it still exists and that we just can't find it. That-
There's been more
there-
sightings than
a few of
elephants,
them.
I tell you.
Yeah, but they do have its entire genome sequenced
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, the last one was seen
I
in
mean-
captivity in 1936.
I mean, that's what they need to be doing these days with the animals that are going extinct. Try to get as much information on them
Yep.
possible. Maybe they can do something like that. I don't know if that's a good thing necessarily, but because we've seen how humans have done when we introduce animals back into the wild in different places.
Mm.
Like the wolves
You know,
into the
Yeah,
national
that-
parks.
yeah, that didn't work out too well, did it? I thought that caused a bunch of problems up there where Ron lived.
It depends on what you define as problems.
Well,
Mm.
that's down the southern border, Justin.
Well, he said that I'm pretty sure he was saying that it was they weren't the native wolves to that area though, was the
Yeah.
issue.
The ones
I
that they
can't remember
released
what he-
years ago, you're talking about?
Yeah, I can't remember what he said, but he said there was an issue because they weren't the native wolves to that area, so they acted a
Mm.
little different.
Mm.
Or something. I can't remember what Ron said, but Ron talked about it one night because he knows that area real well. He spends a lot of time in the national parks.
Yes.
I don't know. I've rarely seen snow, so
Yeah, they
I
had a
can't
big
comment.
problem when they let all those wolves go through. I know they actually had to take some of them out.
yeah. We only have to look at the word cane toad to realise the issues that we had in Australia.
Well, that was like that
Yes.
moron down here in Florida that let the monkeys
And
go.
rabbits.
Mm.
We actually have wild monkeys loose in Florida
Mhm.
because some jackass decided on his nature reserve touring park thing that he had.
Mm.
He had an
Yeah.
island and took him out there and didn't realize that these monkeys like to swim. Didn't do enough research on them, and he thought, "Oh, I'll put them out on the island; they'll stay there." Nope. As soon as he put them out there, they swam right across the channel, right onto the mainland. Instead of and you know,
Oops.
monkeys, they mate like rats, man. They'll spit babies out left and right. Next thing you know, they'll be out of control. Why they haven't gone and hunted these monkeys down, I don't know. Because they said there's only a couple hundred of them at the moment. So you think they would send some hunters in there and start hunting them?
Mm.
Because apparently these particular monkeys carry a very nasty what is it?
Virus?
No, it's a herpes virus that's extremely deadly.
Mhm.
And one of the researchers that was actually researching these animals actually caught it and died from it. Like 2 or 3 weeks after she got feces thrown in her eye.
Wow.
There's a lot of shit flying around then.
That's what I'm saying. You'd think they would go hunt these monkeys down and not be a
That,
native
that
to the
shit wasn't
area.
funny.
Oh, David.
Yeah,
Why do I always come in when you're
David.
talking about shit?
I don't know. It
Is
just
that
seems to be a-
appropriate, David, or what?
Well, we
No.
had to
Talk
we had to
shit.
wait for your introduction, and it just worked out well.
Yeah, we
It
just
worked out
waited and then
perfect.
you
It's
turned up.
usually what starts
Came
it.
right in
We're
the shit of
one just
time.
on your way.
Telling you, Britt, talk shit.
Talking about.
So, Donald, how you feeling? I heard you got sick on your trip.
Yep, still a little congested.
Oh, okay. So nothing major then.
Nope, wife and I are both fighting a little head cold.
Well, on
Oh.
on the other end, your daughter and granddaughter and everything, they're all fine. Nope, none of them have any issues or.
Oh no, we got it from the grandsons.
Oh,
Okay.
Guarantee.
But don't worry, they're still getting therapy.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, they just have to be careful around the newborn.
Yeah.
How that is.
And so,
That's the biggest concern.
yep.
well, I noticed it's like around here, and I remember it well in school, but I didn't pay much attention when I was a kid. We didn't wear masks, so we didn't try and stay away from anybody or anything or whatever, you know. And we survived, but now I
Yeah.
see
Yep.
kids running around with sniffles and sneezing and.
That's the problem. That's one of the reasons everybody's coming with this in between during the shutdown and where we are now. The kids and all the colds and flu and everything's coming out. They never built up an immunity during that time because they were all masked up and you're not
They were all
building
put
up
in
a
cotton
natural
wool.
immunity. And
Yep.
now
Isolated.
you got all these colds, flus, everything else going around.
But when he told you had to wear a mask, didn't everyone say, hell fucking no, I'm not wearing one? So that can't be true.
Depending on what state you were in, honestly, on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is, there were some places wouldn't let you in the door if you didn't have a mask on.
Yeah.
Yep.
For all our
Uh,
grocery stores here in California, you in
Yep.
order to go shopping, you had to have a mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did Then this is what I said, when you were, if you were living in Florida during that time,
Yeah,
really didn't feel like any of that was going on. It was
Yeah,
kind of
Florida
And
business.
would
he
have been
said
the
to
place to
Justin,
be.
said to Justin, no mask is going to change that ugly mush.
Like
Sorry.
the businesses here would try to hand you a mask at the door, but if you didn't want to take it, they didn't force you to take it.
You just say, no, thank you.
They would hand out free masks at the door, but if you didn't want to
Mm.
take it, you didn't take it. Now, the only ones that were really strict on it were the hospitals.
Yeah,
Like you could not
Yeah.
go in without a mask. They were
Yeah.
super strict. But other
understandably.
businesses didn't really care.
It's the only place I'll wear a mask.
As they said, the mask does not protect you,
Mm.
protects the others.
Well,
No, it
Dominic,
doesn't. It doesn't protect the others either.
Dominic, if you don't wear a mask, how come you can't do very good bank robbing, can you?
Oh, well, that's what activated the fucking shoplifting too. People were,
Mm.
all masked up and shit, nothing but their
Yeah.
eyeballs showing, and they could walk
Right.
into a
I need
store
to
and
just
Yeah,
stop the
and you walk
conversation.
into a
minute.
bank.
feel like crazy.
I just thought it was the funniest thing. You know,
Yeah.
before COVID, there'd be a sign on the bank, do not wear a mask. Then when COVID came, there was a big sign there that said, you must wear a mask. And I'm going,
Oh,
what
there was
the
a lot
hell
of
are we living
businesses
in?
that would. There was a lot of businesses that would kick you out if you had your face covered back in the day.
In
before that.
California,
Yeah,
in California
yeah, now
here,
it's a reverse.
in California here, especially up in Oakland, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, they're all wearing masks. They're going in the door and they're just looting and robbing everywhere. In
Mm.
fact, you most of you probably heard of In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They
But
have
the
never
question-
closed a store down in history.
Yeah, but
They
I have
closed
a
they closed the
question.
one in Oakland and they closed the Denny's for over there because of all the crime and theft.
Right. If masks don't work, then how comes we're now talking about everyone getting bugs because they were wearing masks and were protected from them?
Well,
David,
I think
they're
that's-
not
did
getting sick
work.
because they were wearing a mask, David. It was like Steve said, they didn't get natural immunity by being out in the world,
a COVID-19 mask will not stop the
N95.
droplet coming out of a COVID-19 because it is so small, it goes through the mask. And if it'll redo, I'm going to say it will redo. There's a chance. that
Wasn't
it
the
reduces-
COVID?
Hold on a
Isn't the
second.
COVID droplet
Hold on a
slightly
second,
bigger than
David.
your flu droplet?
If it does reduce it, but one of the things, read the stuff. Every 4 hours, that mask needs to be
You
changed.
are correct, Mark.
So
Well, how many people are
who's
wearing a
using
mask
it?
for 4 hours?
Everybody's wearing the same mask over and over for days at a time. So it's useless.
there was a lot of people that were using cloth masks
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
washing them.
Yeah.
The wild, wild west.
Well, I'm sorry, but over here we would take the mask off and wash it. Yeah, or if it was a disposable one, it would get put in a clinical bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not
Same
saying
here.
that. I'm sure
that's
there
not
was
saying
people.
everybody did that.
Yeah, because
No,
there's
not
people here
everybody
that
did
would have
that.
washed their masks religiously, and there's other people that wouldn't have washed them at all. Because,
Yeah.
dude, I saw people coming into Walmart.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't
With-
wash my mask religiously because I didn't want to pray.
Well, the thing is
Yeah.
like I would see people come into Walmart and they would have a mask and gloves on, right? And they would
Mm.
touch everything
And the
in the
face shield.
store. Yeah,
And then
and
there was the
face
face shield thing.
But then
Yeah,
they would touch everything in the store, but then their phone would ring and they'd pick their phone out of their pocket
Yeah.
with the gloves on and they would answer it and
But-
put it up to their
but-
face.
There was another point there. Wearing gloves would not have protected you because it would get onto the gloves, and actually it'd live longer on the gloves than it would on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's my whole point. Is people were doing stuff that didn't make sense.
You mean like buying bog roll?
Like
Yeah.
I said, they would put they'd put gloves on, they'd touch everything, and then
There-
they
there
would
are
answer their
people-
phone and
There are
put their
people
phone up
out
to their
there
face.
that still have,
Toilet roll supplies from COVID.
yeah, thousands of bulk rolls.
And you're right about that, David, because if you look at it, shall we say the virus, 75 to 78 degrees, 90 seconds in sunlight, it's dead.
It's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, because UV rays. I mean, it's the same thing as you using a UV light on your toothbrush.
Yeah.
Some
Here
people
in
are very.
Seattle, here in Seattle, you couldn't go into a bank. They had the bank doors locked and you had to ring a bell. And they would come and let you in because you had a mask on. So they only let like one person in the bank at a time.
Mhm.
And so you
Oh,
stood
yeah,
outside the
I
bank.
agree with you, Rigger.
Yeah, I had that because obviously you go and rob the bank and
Yeah,
you know,
Rigger.
your big gang and they go, sorry, mate, one at a time. Oh, for fuck's sake. You guys wait here a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
It was control and manipulation is what it was set up for.
Yep.
Getting
I mean,
ready
the-
for the big takeover.
No,
I mean-
I'm not going to buy into any of this conspiracy theory crap. There was
Not
too many
conspiracy
countries, too many non-consenting countries, yeah, that also forced their population into having vaccines en masse. You're not telling me Russia, America, and China all agreed, let's force our population. China would have gone, you do it first, fuck off.
But that's the stupidity of our. I'm going to say of our country. I'm not going to talk about UK because UK, you guys have been taken advantage of long before the US did. On what the government is doing to control you. At least here in the United States, now it's becoming over. And what it is, it's the WEF, it's globalists that want to sit there and take over. They want to be the capitalists. They don't want the rest of the people to, and that's why they're trying to kill it here. You look at everything to do with the stock market, even today, I'll show you. Follow the money. That's the simplest way to follow everything.
There will be a pushback.
Frickin' Dusty.
Pushback has started.
I just thought it was cool when they told you how to make a like antibacterial out of vodka.
Yep.
Because I mean, I don't think Tim ever got sick, did he?
You know, there's a distillery here. We have a real small distillery. Everything's small batch made. You know, like one barrel or two barrels made up. When COVID hit and they had to close down, they actually started turning around and making hand sanitizer.
Yeah, we had the same thing
selling
here.
that.
Yeah, we had the same thing here because we have a number of gin distilleries, and the gin producers actually started producing hand sanitizer instead of the gin because it was 70 something per.
They didn't close down the breweries over here. They classed them as essential.
Yeah. Breweries were never shut down. It was just the alcohol producers because they were 140.
No, they were classed as essential over here.
Liquor stores were kept open. Even here in the restaurants that were open, you could get the stuff to go that were, dine-in restaurants that had a full liquor. You could take alcohol. You couldn't up until then. There's no way in hell in the state of California you could have done that. They were taking, especially here in the harbor, there was a place they're known for their Mai Tais. They were mixing them up and they had a tape over where the straw would go and on the edge. And they're selling cocktails out the door and taking it out the door.
Yeah, there was a place in North Carolina. It was a drive-through like liquor place, and you could get like margaritas and stuff, and they would make them for you. But they'd put like this like state seal thing over the cup, and as long as that seal wasn't broken when you were driving home, you were fine. But if you got pulled over and it was open, you'd get in trouble.
Yeah, and all the drug dispensaries here in California were allowed to stay open.
So we're convinced now that the actual real culprit of COVID was Uber Eats.
Yes.
I'll agree with you there.
And
Amazon. Seems to
Amazon.
be here because a lot of businesses started up all these delivery services, and then when COVID finished, or when the COVID restrictions were lifted, most of those businesses went belly up.
Hey, Tim Rehan, how you doing? Long time.
We still got the delivery over here. Everybody's still doing deliveries. But what our country
we had like 8 of them.
Did was stupid. They isolated everybody for months. You go everywhere. You must stay in groups of one. Stay in
Exactly.
your bubble and all this shit.
Yeah.
And then they come up with this great idea. Let's get the economy working. Eat out to help out. And this was, they were giving you a discount to go and sit in a freaking cafe with a bunch of
same here.
millions of people and eat.
Same here.
And the government was paying that discount.
Yeah. They were giving out vouchers.
Well, that's where this one restaurant bar owner up in Los Angeles, she had her business shut down. And this is when they, at the point when they started allowing tables and stuff to go outside, and the outside was open, and you know, you could limit how many people you could sit outside, so you know,
Yeah.
weren't enclosed inside.
Mm.
They shut her down for that, but yet a movie was going on, and the catering
Yeah.
company is over there. They had the whole thing set up with all their tents, keeping them enclosed, and they were all
Yes, Rico.
piling in, but
Well-
they were allowed to stay open.
Well,
Yeah.
over here in Staffordshire, there was a pub, and its actual door was in Wales, but the actual pub itself was in England. And what the guy did, he was letting punters, because in England you could go in Wales you could not. So if you actually went through the door, you're breaking the law. If you went through the window, you're fine.
Did they go around the backside?
No, they're just going through the window.
Oh,
It's just letting them in
Some
through
of
the
the strange
window.
things that happened here are believable.
But because we had
Yeah,
these
some
stupid
strange
rules
things.
where instead
It's
of like
crazy.
the whole country locked down or something, they would lock down areas. So you'd
Mm.
have one street where one side of the road are locked down, you can't go anywhere, and the other
Yeah.
side of the street having street parties.
Yeah.
exactly, Rigger. You nailed it right there.
Mm. Yeah, some strange things happened here.
Yep, control. It's all about the control.
But if it was all about
I personally
control,
think it was
why
all-
did they
all worth-
release the control?
I think it was all worthwhile, and I think that you know, if the governments of our world
Hey, Myrna.
aren't looking out for our best interest, then who is?
You've got a good
I
point.
tell you
there.
what, you go into a hospital, Donald, you know who's your biggest advocate? You and your family.
Oh, you know,
Hospitals aren't going to be your best advocates.
I just want to be on the right list when the it gets fired back up.
Yep.
Well, if it's all about control, why did they release control?
Have they completely
They had it
released
in their hands.
No. Have they completely released it? No.
Yes,
There's,
so
place-
really,
there's,
yeah.
place- there's places that I see people all over England that they're required to still have masks on.
No, there's
Yeah.
nowhere. Even the hospital, you don't have masks. There's no
Hospitals here
restrictions
have
in the
masks.
UK at all.
When did they drop
No.
Only
that?
hospitals.
That's been for about 2 years now.
Not according to my son-in-law's family, but he's in Birmingham.
Birmingham's still the same.
Okay.
There's no restrictions at all. You can't even enforce the mask rule.
Well, that's good.
You can't enforce anything.
Mhm.
You know, where they used to have the 2 meter rule, which was stupid.
Yeah.
Right? That's all got
Yeah.
everything. There's no
1.5
restriction
meters
at
together.
all anywhere.
It should have been a 3-meter rule.
Yeah, I agree. You sneeze or cough, go 2 meters in a blink of an eye. 3 meters, you have a chance it's not going to get near you.
Joe, are you printing
Unless they're
masks over
purposely
there
trying to
behind
hack something at you.
What's
You
that?
know
Mike?
what?
Still the occasional.
you? Is
screen
Joe
in
is
shops.
Joe printing a mask on his 3D printer back there?
Yeah.
No, I'm not printing any of that.
That was the other point as well. Everybody with a 3D printer suddenly became rich because they were all asking for you to print the masks out for the disabled people. You know, the head ones.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, masks. aren't
Over here, they
mandatory. I
were
still see
demanding
people-
them. You
I
the
still
faster
see people
print
wearing
them, the better.
Joe,
The-
you were 5 years too
file.
late.
Right.
You could have paid for that printer a dozen times over.
You're right. Absolutely. Oh,
Well,
I
yeah,
gotta get out of
what-
here.
what
I
they-
gotta
what they
go to
were
that
doing
banquet
was-
tonight.
What they were
Okay.
doing
Catch you later, Joe.
is
Good luck.
they were printing the head thing, and then you went and you bought
See you, Joe.
plastic and you cut it and put it on
No.
there.
Over here, you printed the head bit, and then you would give it to the medical supply team. They would come and collect them, and they would do the rest to make sure they were all sanitized and suitable.
Hmm. Well said, Bill.
There you go, Bill. How are you, sir?
I'm turning off my TV.
Tim Jackson said he printed a shitload of them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
they
there
were
was
calling
a-
out for them.
There was another thing people were printing too. It was a kind of like a cage, and it would go over your
Hmm.
mouth, and then it would keep
Plastic
the mask
cage, yeah.
from being right up against your mouth. It would like
Yeah,
Hmm.
coat it out a little bit.
like
was
it was
like
a frame. It kept it away from you.
Yeah.
yeah, it looked like a freaking cut of sports cup.
Yeah, or cricket box. That was another thing they used here. People were using cricket boxes. Or you could look like Silence of the Lambs.
All I'm going to say is during lockdown was great for me. Didn't get any illnesses, no nothing. I got COVID during the eat out to help out, but not through going during that, not part of that scheme.
Mhm.
I actually went to a wedding to rescue Laura's niece that was feeling unwell and caught it from her.
Ugh.
Freaking niece is always trying to kill me.
Yeah, it seems that way.
I got an idea. Let's bump Uncle David off.
Hmm. Mm.
Did you guys ever see the Dyson mask? Oh, that shit
Yeah.
was ridiculous. Right here, look.
There were some crazy ideas.
So this was made by Dyson, the ones that make the vacuums, and it was a
Yeah,
set of
yeah.
phones.
I remember all these wacky inventions.
And then it would filter like through there was like these big filters inside the headphones.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they were like $500 or $600. They were ridiculous.
Man, it
Yeah.
looks like getting ready for a stormtrooper.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, dude, you wouldn't catch me.
I wonder if you can still buy them.
I don't think so. I mean, you probably could find a used set online somewhere, but I think Dyson discontinued them.
But
They
the
didn't
biggest
sell
thing,
very well.
yeah, the biggest thing over here with COVID now, we've got the COVID inquiry,
Mhm.
yeah, but some politician that are in power, can't mention names, but some politicians are in deep doo-doo, and some in the House of Lords are in deep doo-doo because all these imaginary companies are suddenly formed up, selling PPE. And they were, the government were giving them big contracts, and there was like, we don't have any.
Yeah. It's still going to the we've got a Royal Commission going on here, and it's still going to this day.
Yeah,
still
no
going on.
one wants to
That's what our
no one
wonderful
wants to
That's what our wonderful governor did. He took $900 million and invested into a plant in China
Could
that
be, Mark.
used to make EV batteries and
Hmm.
turned it into making masks. Ended up getting the masks. The failure rate was 70%, and they were 3 times the cost of what they were getting them anyplace else. And then they went bankrupt again.
Yeah.
So there goes 900 million out the door from California over to
Yeah.
his buddy's investment over there.
Well, unfortunately,
that
you
way-
can't.
they wasted
They've
a
wasted
lot of money here.
Unfortunately, you
Yeah.
still can buy them, and they're $700.
Oh
Jesus
man.
And there's the filters there that go in the headset.
Now, what do they sell replacement filters?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're about
It's-
800.
but but pretty much what it is supposed to. Their other selling point was like if you live in a really dense area like a big city or something, it's supposed to help with smog and all this other crap. But I don't know. There was some
I
people
just
that
think
did
it'd be
some
great
tests.
getting on the bus with one.
I think I'm already subbed to you, Jody. Let me double check that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what I
yeah.
am liking
Yeah, I
about
am.
some of the, you know, all the WhatsApp messages between politicians.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all coming out now. Nicola Sturgeon calling, I think it was Jacob Rees-Mogg. She said he's as much use as a marzipan dildo.
Yeah.
Some clever use of words.
Bill. Oh, that's good. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael
It-
Gove, as weak as a piss's nun. A nun's
Yeah.
piss, sorry.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, there's still shit floating over here. There's still shit flying between different politicians over here, and I don't think it'll ever end, really.
Well, we've got an election this year, and if the current party in power don't get back in, and I hope they freaking don't, yeah, shit will hit the fan, because the party on the other side are just going to say, release the documents.
Yeah.
Yeah, and watch all them fucking Tories squirm and run.
That's what I want to see. Don't trust any politician.
Mm. Yep. It's all over our political
Yeah.
system over here is all over the place.
It is all over the world.
Yeah, but it's the actual system itself that's broken, not the politicians.
No,
The
it's the
politicians
politicians over here that are
are
broken.
nothing but puppets. They're being
Oh,
controlled by
Yes.
the elite globalists.
Yeah.
I feel like there are good politicians out there, but there's a lot more bad ones than there are good ones, and
Well-
they can only do so much.
This year, the UK is going to have a complete clear out. I can see it. There's going to be a lot of politicians that we've never heard of coming through, because everyone's just pissed
Exactly.
off.
Yeah. But your system is,
Pushback has begun.
yeah. But again, your system, isn't it first past the post over there?
No,
Okay.
I don't think it's classed as first past the post. It's obviously the most votes wins, and then if you don't have enough to control government against the other parties, then you can do a deal, and then
you do
that party
so you do
picks the
have
prime
the-
minister.
Yeah, so you have the preferential system where each preferences go to a deal, and then on top of that, but see, you don't have the two-party preferred system
No,
that we do
What's up,
over
Bill?
here. And
no,
you can only make a deal with one or the other.
I could set up a party tomorrow if I wanted to.
You could what?
I could set up a political party tomorrow if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we all
that's what
we
they
all
have
could.
here.
It's called. You got to have a few million to get it off the ground, and then
I can't
a
see
billion to run for office.
Yeah, when it comes to American politics, I cannot see anyone apart from the Republicans and the others, Democrats, getting in. Over here, yeah, okay, it's Labour and Tories normally, but we did have a crazy spell of Liberal Democrats in power. Oh my God, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're now saying the Reform UK, which is a far right group, they reckon they're going to be a force to contend with this time.
Mhm.
So it's all shaking up.
Yeah. As I said, we've got two main political parties, and each of their minions make deals until you get into the parliament because we've got two houses of parliament. And boy, does that get messy, especially when you've got the independents and the other group of, what would you call it, minions that are sort of like the attack dogs for the two
Yeah.
main parties. And if it ever goes to a vote,
Yeah, I think you have to have 351 seats to have control over it, or 301. It's somewhat silly.
yeah, we have to have
Hey, Ron.
40. We've got 88, so I think we have to have 50.
Mr.
I think it's
Lockwood,
50 something, yeah.
There's
There he
Kurt,
is.
the owner of Brutus.
the owner of Brutus. I was
That
just in
turned
there
out
talking.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
It
Did you
turned
see
out
the-
beautiful.
Did you see the updated version with all the additional trees and?
The one that you posted on, well, I saw the one like 2 days ago.
Oh no, I got here. It looks
me
pretty
see.
good.
Did you post it on Facebook?
No,
Oh,
This is you got additional plants and trees. Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
sweet.
Nice.
yeah. I think it turned out pretty good. So
Yeah, that's
Uh,
awesome, Ron. That looks great.
yeah, he turn the light on here so you can see him a little better. There we go. There's Mr. Brutus. You know, yeah. I went over to Hobby Lobby
Yeah.
and got that stuff. So yeah, he's coming along. And Victor and
Oh,
Elvis.
you got the rifle mounted on the wall. That looks good.
Yeah. And then the cartoon that Paul Hodges' brother made is right there. That's me and my buddy. That's my friend
Yeah.
Don. Yeah, there's the rifle he sent me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brutus is right in there with Victor, Elvis, and Matthew.
All right.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, then I got a call today from Minnesota. The desk that it's a long story. It was a whole screw up on Amazon, but I got a hold of the original owner and had to completely reorder the desk. And but the guy called me and he apologized, and so they're sending it like 3 weeks early. I'm like, sweet. He said it'll be here next week. He said we're building it today as we speak. I'm like, great.
What you're getting another desk built?
Yeah, the one I had, I think I bought it at Office Depot, 12, 15 years ago.
Mhm.
Every time I've moved, it's like falling apart here, falling apart there. So I finished falling that apart about a month ago and threw it away.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that log desk that you have.
Mm-mm,
Oh, okay.
not here yet. Yep, it's coming.
All right.
Right, guys. Let's see how you guys like this. Ron, how do you treat stupidity? Watch this.
Oh, I read that. Yeah, watch this.
Good God, that would hurt.
Yeah,
Ran
no
through.
kidding.
Yeah. That is
You hear the
Idiots.
dude, he's like, "Arr."
You get a backboard and a collar.
Well, how could he not see that?
That's the point. And the guy's got a Ring doorbell, and he's actually turned it now onto that barrier because it's catching so many people.
Well, because it probably used to be open, and that's probably that guy's property, so he put that up, and people were just hauling ass through there.
well.
Where's that at?
I hope it's
I
not
have
the
a-
same person.
I have a feeling
No,
what
not
it
the
is.
same
Is that
person.
I have a
actually
feeling it's a
psychopath in the UK somewhere.
Where is it
It's in the UK, Steve.
In the
You know,
UK? Oh, okay.
that answers your question.
Yeah. I was gonna say if it's been open for a long length of time, here in, at least in California, you as a property owner, if you've given people access to where it's been open, for, it used to be 7 years. Now, if it's 3 years and it's been open, and you decide that after that period of time you want to close it back up, you can't stop the people from coming through because that access point was open during that time.
Yeah, the right of way. But
Public right of way, right?
Yep.
yeah, these gates,
Even though it's private property.
yeah, but these gates are being put up everywhere to stop the kids on motorbikes, where the police are trying to stop them rallying all the fields and stuff.
Oh, on e-bikes or?
Yeah, just e-bikes, motorbikes, any bike.
Mhm.
So they started putting these gates up, and this guy's now got an instant YouTube hit.
Mm. I was going to say, I hope it.
I find no entertainment in that.
Oh, I reckon that'd be great entertainment watching that being live streamed.
Yeah, watching people get injured. That's
Not
just not
good.
entertainment to me. I can't watch skateboarding videos either, even though they kind of bring it on themselves. It doesn't seem like entertainment to see people get hurt.
And that definitely had to hurt. Had some,
Oh yeah,
bruised ribs, the minimum.
yeah. There were
Or
broken, there were
broken
probably
ribs
broken
and a
bones in a
punctured
couple of
lung.
those.
You get a punctured lung out of that, too.
And depending on the
Just
age
so
of
you're
the
aware,
person-
though, the gates are painted in a color that you can't say, like you was in a trees, you can't paint it green. You have to
Mhm.
paint it a different color so it stands out. So it does stand out.
Well,
Right, it
we
looked
had
like-
a bridge.
It looked like the path that they're coming off of was it was a downhill path. Looked like it was a pretty good length of path, and it dipped down and came up level, which gave them a blind spot to the sign. And as they came over that hill, they're cruising fast enough that they couldn't stop.
We
couldn't
That may
process it
be-
quick enough.
And maybe, you
That
know,
keeps getting
ride
hit
your bike a
every
little more
day.
responsibly, but it's even if it's their fault 100%, I don't see that as entertainment.
I agree.
So you don't like the show Jack?
Any millions would.
No, I never liked Jackass.
Oh yeah, those dumbasses.
Jackass.
Well, but in essence, they are jackasses for doing it. They know better.
Jackass.
You know there's a chance of you getting injured or severely hurt or dying in some of them.
Yeah, I never liked watching the skateboarding videos where the kids would take falls and stuff.
Well, that's one of the things nowadays.
I
you-
empathize too much, I think.
You think about
going on
you
in
know
the
how
chat?
things have changed protective wise. I mean, I skied for decades, and now everybody's wearing helmets. And I remember because I used to ski patrol in our local mountains here in San Bernardino when
Mhm.
after I learned to ski well enough and my background because I had I was a medical aerovac, so I applied at our local ski resort there for what they called National Ski Patrol before they had paid, ski patrol like they do today. And you go up there, and I remember coming down one time and we're riding the chair up, and this guy comes down and he centered himself right directly on the tower. And this was a tower above us. We were just coming up onto the one tower, and you're talking, maybe 1,000 feet or more to the next tower. He hit that tower as we're going over. It wasn't just on the cable. You could feel the vibration because it hit it, it transferred down the cable.
Oh.
And he was just boom down. I mean, he died instantly because his head
Mhm.
planted right into that pole.
Well, what Sonny and Cher?
What's that?
Sonny. That's how Sonny died. Sonny and
Yeah.
Cher.
Mhm.
Skinny
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Bono, yeah.
Chat's gone all political.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Because I
that
watched
guy, Donald
Sean-
from Jackass that was killed. We actually, when I lived in Philly, we got dispatched to that accident. And-
Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, we landed on the highway, and the fire chief come over and said, we didn't know it was him at the time, but
Mm.
and then we landed, and the fire chief came over the helicopter and said, you can go away. This is not going to be a helicopter scene. They initially thought it was real bad when it was real bad. But yeah, I think they launched the car. It was something like 130 mile an hour or something like that. They launched up over this embankment. He was going way too fast and lost control. Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah,
Westchester-
that car caught instantly too as soon as it hit impact.
Yeah.
Mm. Yep.
Wow. That's not good, Mad Prop.
Mm.
Oof.
Oh,
We have a
wow.
road here that goes from the town of San Juan Capistrano over to another town called Lake Elsinore. It's called the Ortega Highway. And it is nothing but a winding mountain through the national park, the national forest, not park, national forest, Cleveland. And every weekend there's going to be somebody either severely injured or killed on a motorcycle because they're on their crotch rockets running from one end to the other on them. And they go sailing it off. And off the edge, there's places that it's 300 to 500 feet down, you know, and it's just a canyon down there. And there's a stream that runs down the bottom of it. And it's just notorious for it.
Mm.
Well, like I said too, man, you want to see a road that's really dangerous, drive down the road that goes from Yermo to Fort Irwin military base.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of fucking crosses that are on the side of that road is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hundreds. And what's crazy is it's like a 20-mile stretch of road, and you can see almost the whole 20 miles. It's just completely open desert, just flat terrain. But for some reason, a lot of people get killed on that road, I guess, just driving too fast.
Driving too fast, not judging the lanes.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just
falling
insane.
asleep.
Yeah.
It's just a 2-lane highway.
Well, that's the
one lane.
thing as well. If people say if you're going down a straight road, it's actually more dangerous than going around roads that are curves, because when you're following curves, you're alert and you're moving all the time. But if you're on a straight road, you just naturally, and it'll bet you any money, it'll be people, they'll be reaching down for something off the seats or something,
Mhm.
that, you know, not looking up, and they swerve out into the other lane. Boof.
Oh,
Hey,
if you've
Ron,
ever gone on.
Ron, I'm going to show you something, Ron. Here's a copter for you.
Yeah.
Now that's a drone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to ride
That
it like
looks
that,
fun.
mate.
Weighs less than a motorcycle, and I'm about to fly it. Ready?
And so that looks fun.
That
I
looks
mean-
like that's the one that Kelly Shore and Chris Waters flew on.
Mhm.
They got
They
to
flew-
do it. They're going to be traveling around the United States,
Yep.
putting on flights.
And
I'll
now,
tell you
as I
what,
said, that
you
looks
won't want to
fun.
eject out of that, though.
Yeah.
How much does
You
one of
wanna
those
have up.
cost?
Yeah, they're out of Austin, Texas. They spoke at the last spin up.
Yeah, but how much should one of those cost, though?
I reckon
know?
Oh, you're
couple of million.
talking $250,000.
I'm gonna say a couple
At
of
all.
hundred.
All the rich people.
Hmm.
They're going to start. They're starting in Austin, Texas, and then they're going to start expanding as they get the investors in to build more and more units.
But you know what was interesting about that, Steve? Did you notice below each motor there was a battery, like a DJI battery, stuck to the bottom of each motor?
Mm.
Each motor has its own battery,
Yeah.
Mm.
and you can lose two motors, and it'll still stay aloft.
I can't imagine going around and charging all the damn things.
Well, they pull out, and the weight of them, I was surprised how light they are, and especially the props, because they had the motors there and the props, so you could actually hold them. The props were like just like air; they were like nothing. They're carbon fiber.
What are you doing?
Now, my whole thing is what the hell is the point of that?
You
It's a
going up in the
one-seater
air.
that's a
If you-
quarter
if you
million
have enough
dollars.
money, there is no point, you know?
Yeah, but there's only so many people with
Wow.
money that are going to buy something like that. Though
No,
it's
no,
a
no, no, no,
one-seater
no.
that's a $250,000.
They're
Like,
gonna.
how viable is that really?
That's not their mission. as
That's
a
not their
company.
target.
It's to put it out there, and you'll pay. They're talking about $195. You got to go through a ground school for like 20 minutes, going through what it'll do, and then you'll only be able to restrict it to do certain things your first flight. And the more flights you take, you'll be able to do more stuff. And
You pay
it's
more.
backed up and controlled by a ground station. So they
it's
have
not-
control and can take over.
So it's not something that people are buying for themselves to use.
You could if you wanted to spend that kind of money.
So they're
But the-
just using it for more of a touristy type thing. Like
Exactly.
people- okay. I was gonna say, because selling that to just everyday people, I just didn't see that being a
No,
viable
it's not
thing,
the
'cause
market. And the guy
yeah, because
that
especially being a one-seater at that price, that's insane.
and the guy is that's a test pilot for the company and also one of the founders of it. He's was a United States Air Force helicopter pilot.
But air taxi wouldn't be a good. I mean, if it was like a 4-seater, Mark, I completely
back.
understand.
Well, they'll
I'm
probably
back.
come out with
Yeah,
more
but-
seats.
But with a 1-seater,
Right.
that wouldn't really be a thing.
Short trip.
Very
Yeah, it
short.
was
'Cause
short trip 'cause
I think
I didn't
think
need
the
to be there till 6
maximum
o'clock.
flight time was 15 or 17 minutes.
Where did you go, Joe?
I went out through the trash out and realized it was only 5 o'clock. I needed to be there for 6 o'clock.
Oh,
So I was like, I came back in.
Yeah, they kicked him out.
Yeah. If
I
anyone
wish.
wonders why Donald's
You
got a
got-
smirk on his face, is because him and Laura are texting each other.
oh, really?
I've
You got
got
mouthy with
Donald
the ballet.
laughing on the screen, and I got Laura giggling behind me.
So Donald and Laura are plotting against you.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
No, Tim, there's nothing bad about it. It's just what you can actually do and can't do.
Just so you're all aware.
That'd be like Ron opening up a bottle of wine on a medevac flight. Here, you're not the only one that needs some sedation.
Yeah. Had enough of your shit. I need a drink.
That worked for a little while.
Yeah. Laura's hair is now brighter than Dominic's head if he had a big football floodlight shone on it.
Mhm.
What color?
She's gone blonde, ish,
Blondish.
white. I don't know.
Yeah, Ron, just make sure it's Alzheimer's.
It's like
so
a
they won't remember.
fluorescent white or what?
Yeah, something like that.
Looks like a light bulb.
If you paid attention to the video you shared earlier, you would have seen it.
Well, I did.
Definitely.
Have to go
That's
on.
all.
I played it.
I'm
We thought it was a
subscribed.
filter. It looked so crazy.
Yeah, we thought it was AI.
I'm hoping to wake up in the morning. It was a bad dream.
Ha!
And you said you weren't drinking.
Yeah, I've finished the medication now. I shouldn't be hallucinating like this.
Good
Now,
Lord, David.
do you have to go back and be checked, David?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the follow-up appointment now.
Okay.
David, I think Laura changed her hair color more than you changed your underwear.
Not quite. If you're getting it.
Close.
But does he take the tags off of it?
Yeah.
No, I don't take the tags off. I wear them once, take them back. Now I don't like them.
Yeah, because they have to clean them and resell them. Yeah.
I went back to the hospital today to give the nurses and that some treats for all he did for me.
Well, that's
That was
nice of you. Yeah.
It was in stereo, Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, they all remembered me.
Poor buggers.
Poor buggers.
Couldn't forget you, could they?
You got a tint of red to it, looks like, Laura.
Ginger.
Is that what they call it?
It's where I had the pink in, actually.
Can we start the dumb blonde jokes now?
And I'll start the sticker ones again.
Uh-oh, okay, duel. All right, fair game.
I think we have a truce, Ron.
Yes.
Well, that was the fastest ceasefire sorted in
We
history.
have an accord.
So do you two want to now go to the Middle East and sort that one out?
Hmm.
Yeah, she got me on that one.
Yes, she did.
Guys, last night I gotta tell you this funny call we had. We get a call for life alert.
Mhm.
You know, the
Yeah.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Strawberry blonde.
And couple was 83 and 80. And we got that at 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning. So we're responding to the house, and the 911 dispatcher calls us and said, FYI, the door is probably locked. The Life Alert company said there is a lockbox outside the door. Here's the door code, to get you in if they don't answer. Nobody answers. So we used the lockbox, grab the door key, and get in. My partner, being a little inexperienced, I told him we start turning on lights and we start yelling out paramedics. And we start back through the house and back through the hallway. I'm like, Dwayne, I said, easy, back off a little bit. Let our presence known. I said, just because they're 83 years old doesn't mean they don't carry firearms.
Yep.
Yeah. We go clear to the end of the hall with this, I guess they kind of call them a stick home built here. They're almost like a mobile type home here in Wyoming. They're pretty popular, but sure enough, we got clear to the end of the hall and bedroom door was closed and cracked it open just enough. Again, yelled out paramedics and just reached in. I just reached my hand inside, like this, and turned on the light switch. And there was the cutest little couple, 83 and 80 years old, all curled up together. And I say, hey, they're like, hey, who the hell are you? What's going on? And I told them, hey, we're paramedics. And they said, your life alert went off. And they're like, oh, damn it, I must have rolled over it. And I said, okay, you guys okay? And they're like, yeah, we're fine. I said, all right, go back to sleep. So the old guy just grabbed his wife, rolled over, and like, go good night.
Surprised he went back to sleep. We're having fun.
But he had a pistol. I saw it sitting on the headboard. There's a little shelf on the headboard. He had a pistol sitting there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought you were gonna say you got up and then they were being nasty or something.
No, they were really not. It's just so funny. And I said, hey, go back to sleep. He goes, okay. Grabs his wife and rolls over. Back to sleep. They went.
well, that's the kind of calls you hope you could always roll on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're a cute little couple, man. But I got 5 days off. Woo.
Yeah, Ron, you're lucky to
Oh,
have
my
some
God.
World War II flashback on you.
I know.
Few and far between calls like that.
So what are you going to do with yourself, Ron? 5 days off. Crikey.
I actually got a lot of clerical work in my briefcases. That's a good 10, 12-hour day. Stuff I got to catch up on and licensures to renew and bills to do. And yeah. So I might set my Big Apple computer up out here in the kitchen.
This is for you, Justin. Are you ready?
Coming in a little low.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Holy
I've seen this clip.
crap.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a video game. I've seen that clip
Yeah.
before.
That's definitely a video game. Landing gear wouldn't hold up.
No, it
Yeah,
would
I
have
was gonna say that landing gear.
boom.
I didn't know it was a video game until it hit, and I was like, okay.
Mm.
Not much other you can have it.
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
And when my son called me earlier, he told me, he said, guess what? He said, my orders that were supposed to be good for Monday, they didn't populate. They attached me Friday, so I wasn't at the unit, so I was unauthorized absent for 3 days. And this is a first lieutenant. He said, they couldn't populate my orders. He said, well, they'll populate them for next week, but I'm gonna be on leave. So now they just pushed them all the way back to March 1st.
No,
Figure that's a Marine Corps.
well, that's so gross.
I don't know who that is, Mark. Any of you guys know who that is?
Well, what are you doing? What are you doing?
She's heating up his waffle for him.
I don't want a blue waffle. That's so gross. You mind heating up my waffle for me? Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Oh, God.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't think I want that one.
Blue waffle. That's so gross.
Yeah.
You mind heating up my waffle for me?
Nice.
I'll pass.
Oh, what are you?
See, there's an entire section of the internet that I don't really even care for.
Oh, okay. Well,
That
that,
was
just
useless.
makes more for me then.
That was part of it.
That was useless.
I also came back because we're waiting on UPS to drop off my son's tuxedo for the wedding. They left a message on Friday saying they were dropping it off at CVS. Went over there and they didn't do it.
What? You don't just go to the tuck shop?
Well, they ordered it online and it came in through UPS.
Oh.
Something to do with the military, through a military group.
Mm.
And it's supposed to be on the truck up until 7 o'clock tonight. So
Mhm.
hopefully if I leave here and he doesn't show up by that, they do bring it over to CVS. But Justin will have a fit tomorrow.
So CVS is like a UPS drop-off point for them?
Yeah. CVS
Oh.
is the UPS drop off. And they said on the note, it said they were dropping it off at CVS. We went
Oh,
over there and
wow.
it wasn't there.
Yeah,
Says
for
it's on
us
the truck.
here, there's, the stations like the UPS store or whatever, but I know like for different places now, I was surprised. I had to return something back to Amazon. They said, just take it down to the Staples store. Took it to the Staples store, gave it in there, just no box, no label, no nothing. Just
Yeah.
showed him the receipt. He scanned it, had me the return, and left.
Yeah, we drop it off at Whole Foods right over here. They just take
Oh,
it,
okay.
scan it, and throw it in the box. That's all they do. Scan it, throw it in the box. But they said he had to sign for it. And my other son said he didn't have to sign for his. Everybody else never had to sign for it. So he doesn't have a clue.
Hmm.
And he's freaking out because he needs it for next week. It's like, make sure it doesn't get sent back.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude, like the last 4 packages I've gotten that said I had to sign for it, they didn't even knock on the door. They just dropped the shit and left.
Yeah, I know. That's how it
Because
usually is.
Because I think what it is they probably, I wouldn't surprise me if they don't get in trouble for bringing shit back. So they probably don't want to. And so they just,
What was it
fake
that you
sign
got? What was it that it needed to be signed for?
Well,
One was for something with the gaming. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been a controller or something I bought a while back. And then one was a computer that somebody sent me
Mm.
about 1.5 years ago.
if it's anything like over here now, if the courier takes it back, they don't get paid for that delivery. They only get paid on delivery. So a lot of them, what they do, they knock. As soon as you open the door, you just get a flash in your face. It's like, shh, there's the picture gone. That's their signature. They're out of there.
Yeah.
Well,
They
here
usually
you,
leave it by the door and take a picture. It's like, do that.
Yeah.
well, your contractors and Amazon do the picture thing. The UPS, FedEx, and what is it? Post office. They don't usually do anything. They just drop it and go.
Yeah.
They get paid hourly, so they don't really give a crap.
Yeah, because like I had a delivery here this morning from Vista Print for business cards, and the notification came and I didn't even hear normally he knocks on the door because I know the driver but set it down, and with all the rain that we're having here, he was running back to his truck is what he was trying to do, I'm sure. And then all of a sudden, he gets to his truck, and all of a sudden I look over and I could see the truck outside, and it was like, bing, it comes up, the notification came up. Yeah, we got the big storm is still on its way.
Hmm.
Yeah, Steve, you got
It's
a
not
lot
for
of
us this weekend.
storms out that way, aren't you?
What's that?
You're getting a lot of rainstorms out your way.
Oh yeah. Al got hammered yesterday, and they got more today. Al said it's the highest wind they've ever seen, up to 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
And
Scottish
here,
breeze.
and I know up in Northern California, there's over 1 million people without power.
Yeah. Wow.
And they closed down the area from Newport Beach to Seal Beach, Pacific Coast Highway. It's shut down completely because of flooding.
Really? I know.
Yeah,
right
because
where
we're
Steel
getting
Beach is
high tide. We're at high. We got a high tide level right now, which adds insult to injury with all the water running off to the ocean.
at. Yeah, Seal Beach was just south of the military base where I worked.
Yeah, I mean that's why I knew you knew where I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But we've probably had, as of like I said, guys earlier, as of last night going to
Reading the
bed,
chat. It's all about
since
automatic
Monday, so
connect-
Monday
now.
to last night was right around 4 inches of rain, and
Builders.
there's heavier rain coming now. They're talking 4 feet of snow up in the local mountains.
whew.
Mammoth got
Um,
36 inches in 36 hours.
No kidding. Wow.
Wow.
That's a big mountain.
Yeah, it is
Driven past that.
beautiful.
That's one of the 14s out there. Remember, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's not as high as the Whitney is, but the top of it is 11,053, and on a clear day when you're there, you can see the backside of Half Dome.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 16 degrees on Friday, and then it drops down to -2 on Saturday.
Woo!
Oh no. We
That's
did
a
that.
drop.
Well, we did that recently. We had 38 degrees Celsius and then dropped to 21. So that's pretty much the same.
And Mark R. White has actually got a snow bomb, I think, on Wednesday.
Oh no.
You can keep that up there.
We're a little cool. I mean, we're here on the coast, so I mean, we're not in the mountains where we're going to have the real cold weather, obviously. But up in the mountains up there, they're just below freezing. They're not that cold up there. Temperature will be dropping down tonight through Tuesday going into Wednesday.
Yeah. Looks like Paul's had a good dusting of snow over there.
Mm.
But I think you muted, Paul.
We got a little bit of snow, but it's pretty much disappeared now.
Yeah, we should keep
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, Laura said, "Why did you not keep it to yourselves? Because we're getting it."
Well, we want it's all in the spirit of sharing.
Mm.
That's all right. We'll throw it back as snowballs.
We haven't had enough snow here this year to make a snowball.
You're all right there, Paul.
Yep.
All right. I thought you'd actually frozen.
No, it's good at musical statues.
Yeah, you won't want to play. You want to play him at the party games, would you?
Mm.
Well, I know Sean Oz, he was taking some pictures. They got like 48 inches up at Steamboat Springs over there.
Oh, here we go.
We've been getting nothing here, Steve. Seriously,
Oh,
I
really?
know blower out this year. I think the most I've had on the ground
Anyone ready for the gutter?
Here we go.
So Donald, how's the weather there?
Warm.
Warm?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
Hi,
out in a
Matt.
t-shirt earlier.
Hello.
it's-
Hello, Matt.
we warmed up to
Hear
a
us.
daily high to the here
For the
today
amateurs.
of 34 degrees.
Nice.
Yes, we were warmer than that here today. We were up mid-50s today.
Yeah, we're
Really?
57.
Oh yeah, it's been unbelievably. Actually, we had I think they're talking near 60 again this week.
Deal.
Oh, yeah, well, don't we even know what we're at here?
There he is.
There's
There
Matt.
he is.
Hi, small channel.
Oh my God.
Ready.
Hello. How you going?
You was
Hey,
taking
Matt.
that long to
Matt,
come in.
Matt,
Then I was
I
going to
said-
get ready to cut you off.
Matt, I see you waited until Justin left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to speak to him, mate.
Yeah,
Justin's still here.
Justin has gone dark.
That matters if I small channel.
Yeah. Well,
Matt-
I'd be hiding in shame too if I had a live show like his. Bloody hell. Unreal.
Exactly.
Oh,
Put your ass in the waiting room. Keep it up.
Matt, Laura says, hi, big channel.
I didn't say big, I said small.
Oh,
I heard big. I heard big. I'm not.
so did
That's
I.
what I heard. Yeah. Yeah. I've got this ability to hear people of what they really think.
Hmm.
It's kind of a mind thing, right?
Yeah. Years of training.
I just called him.
I'm sure he did.
It's always great to be a legend in your own mind.
Oh yeah.
You got that, brother.
That's good, Joe.
What's happening, Matt?
Oh, bugger, what was that, Ron?
That was Ron
Yeah,
Lockwood.
Ron.
Hey, how are you? I haven't seen it on the panel. How are you, Ron?
Good. How are you?
I'm cracking along, man. Haven't seen you for ages, mate. What have you been doing?
Just working.
Just working.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah,
Yeah, on the panel,
Yes.
we've got Dominic. There's Steve Carpenter from California is getting rained on like 6 inches of rain. And then Birdman and
Wow.
Laura and Donald Das. And of course your
Donnie.
protege there, Justin. And Lance Cadena.
Justin, yeah.
Captain
Lance, Ron, and Captain Joe.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad we
Well,
joined
g'day, Gary. Hey,
I like
Yep.
your
what was
orange
that,
and
Ron?
What'd
I
you
was
I like
say?
saying-
your orange shirt there, Matt. I didn't know the jumpsuits had stripes now, like that.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
Go ahead,
Finally,
Ron. What were you going to say?
I was gonna ask Matt, did you see the latest edition of My Family?
Yes, I did, mate. Yeah.
That big
the bear
bear.
you're talking about.
Yeah, Brutus.
Brutus, he's got it
I
named.
saw that on Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brutus. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook, mate. Yeah, you popped the
Yeah.
photo up.
You gotta have a manly name.
Bloody
you know.
hell. You had to have a manly name.
Victor,
How old is that bear?
What's that? He was over 400 pounds.
Man, that's a big bastard.
Mm.
I'll be bugging. Hey, Ron,
Yes, sir.
Dennis will be here on the 6th of August.
I heard.
What?
Awesome.
Yeah, Dennis
I
is
thought-
coming back for another round.
Mhm.
I thought you guys put a moratorium on him coming back into your country.
Ah, he's welcome.
He's going to have a disguise. He's going to have
I'm sure he will.
disguise on. I'm telling
Well,
you.
Matt, have you
Well.
been out rounding up a couple of drop bears to chase them around?
Yeah, I don't have to, mate. They're attracted to him. He just he walks around and they go, "Oh, foreigner." and they go.
Yeah.
Yes, I wonder what we'll get up to this time. Anyway, that'll be good.
Don is since you've seen Don is a new grandpa.
Did you say Dom or Don?
Don.
Donald.
Donald.
Donald. Oh, congrats, mate.
Thank you.
Holy moly. Oh, that's awesome, man. How many you got now?
3.
Yeah.
3 grandkids.
But this was the first granddaughter.
The other 2 are boys.
Right.
So
What else would they be?
Oh, great.
Matt, you can understand which one is going to get spoiled the most.
You can't,
Yeah.
Justin, you cannot say anymore.
Yeah, I can say what I want to say.
You got to use
Cancel
the
culture
pronouns.
can. No, hell no. Cancel culture can fuck off.
You've got to talk to Matt with a reverence and call him sir.
The fuck I will.
See, this happens all the time. You saw it happen with Adrian too.
Yeah.
Where I made Adrian the man he is, and same with Justin. And all of a sudden they think the shit's too big, and they just forget where they come from. You know, I mean, I can take it; it doesn't worry me. But we all know, and everyone knows, where Justin came from, and how he got
Never
there.
forget your roots.
You know, never forget him, and he has obviously. He's gone all high and mighty now, thinking that he's all that in a beautiful time slot on Friday nights. Oh, I'm in the king's chair now. Oh.
He can't even get it right though, because he's always an hour late.
Yeah, that's right. That's because he's in the fetal position in the corner, going, I don't know if I can do another one. I've got to get some more people on so they carry the show for me. I want more on the panel. I've got to use something I can get more than 6 people on.
Well, it just shows, Matt, that you can train anybody to jump through hoops.
Yeah, monkey.
Didn't Justin say that somebody released some monkeys over in Florida?
Yeah, what was the deal there, Justin?
A guy put him on an island because he didn't know the damn monkeys would swim. And they
So you
swam
can
over
swim.
to the mainland.
And they all swam to shore. 3, how many of them?
There was like, I think they started off with like 4 or 6 of them, and then they just started mating like crazy, and now there's a couple hundred of them, Bliss.
Couple hundred monkeys running around Florida. Well, you know, the sad part of it is they might just, just integrate into the community.
Got hosting shows on a Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could have them on your show.
Yeah.
You could interview the monkeys.
You guys just like scraping the bottom of the barrel for insults at this point?
Oh, why not?
No, you can't. He can't have monkeys on his show because monkeys throw shit, and he wouldn't have a show left.
Well, that's one way to prove that there is such a thing as a shit show.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're doing
There's
bad
a
jokes.
point you at the
We love you, Justin. You know that.
I don't.
No, we don't.
What? Listen to Laura. She's always sticking up for you.
Oh, she's a blonde now.
Oh, she's blonde, so she goes back.
Oh, fuck you,
You better be careful now, Ron.
That was quick there, Ron.
Laura became real.
Well, if Laura hates anybody the most, it's got to be Matt. Them two talk more crap to each other than we do.
Really?
Have you really? Have you
Matt
not?
bits.
Have you never listened to Matt when he comes on your show in the morning and he's fucking pissed drunk and he starts talking crap to Laura?
I just laugh at him. It's funny.
I only did that once, Justin.
You've done it more than once.
Whoa.
At least 3
But the
times
thing
that I
is,
remember.
Well, I come in all nice and friendly. I got no agenda, and all of a sudden I get attacked, right? And that's where it starts.
How do you think I feel? I wake up in the morning and bang!
Mm.
Surprised you still got an arm. Well, that's horrible.
I don't know what's worse, a blonde hair or a red face.
Oh, good.
It looks like she's going to explode over there.
Easy.
Someone's going to get a slap after the show.
Mm.
Maybe
Those
they're going
aren't-
after the show.
Well,
David, those aren't seizures, those are frying pans on the back of your head.
well, if I know Laura, she doesn't. In order to slap the shit out of David, she doesn't have to wait till after the show. She'll do it.
No, she just does it anyway.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is
I'll cook
Yeah.
your own dinner for the next couple of days if I was you.
she loves you all. If she's giving you shit, she likes you.
Yep.
That's
Apparently.
right. Exactly right.
It's a British thing.
And that's see,
Yeah.
that's exactly it, Justin. If Matt didn't like you, he wouldn't give it to you.
That sounded
Each-
bad.
Yeah, each to their own. Get a room.
I think I'll ever be that desperate. No.
Mhm.
I'd rock your fake world. What are you talking about?
Rock your fake world.
Dude.
No, I told you it was going to be good, didn't I?
The truth is coming out now.
Well, it's not fake, mate. I mean, when you can get to 315,000 views on one video, mate, that come and see me. As yet,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you get 1,000? Do you get 1,000? I'm not sure if you do. Maybe 200 or 300.
Yep.
I actually think he's got a couple of over 1,000 now.
Well, how many accounts has he got?
1,000.
Oh dear. You're gonna be quiet,
tried-
Justin. What's going on, mate?
Yeah, I tried to help you, Justin, but
Don't
unfortunately, you
need to
just
feed
need
into
your target.
stupidity.
What's that, Justin?
I said I don't need to feed into stupidity.
You don't want to feed into our stupidity. Okay.
Yeah, you got to be sort of semi-intelligent to have any sort of comeback, I guess.
He's just jealous because he's not in the 1 mil club. He hasn't made it yet.
Tim's just put in the chat. Justin is coming out of the closet again.
Oh dear.
Who do
Okay,
you
I'm
think
out of
pushed
here.
Hey,
me out?
Joe.
Tim did.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Catch you later,
Yeah.
Joe.
Good luck with
There
the
you go.
photo
See you,
shoot.
Matt.
Yeah, catch you later, Joe, for a
See you,
second.
Joe.
Take
time.
care.
For the second time.
Joe's got to go do a photo shoot.
Mm.
Who do you think pushed me out of the closet? It was Tim. He was like, I'm scared.
Question is, why were you and Tim in the closet?
Ooh.
Hear about the pervert and the little kid walking towards the woods, and the little kid said, "Hold my hand, I'm scared." And the pervert said, "How do you think I feel? I got to walk out of here alone."
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's
Donald.
Jesus. Oh man.
So, Steve, you're supposed to keep getting rain for the next several days, or what?
Yeah, through midday Wednesday. And then
You've already
there's a-
hit 6
there's
inches.
a break for a little bit, and then a little bit after that.
So you've already had what, 4 or 6 inches of rain already?
We're here probably pushing around about that, between about 5 maybe.
Oh,
And that's a lot for us here. Like I said,
Yeah, Southern California, it doesn't, like you say, because the ground is so hard, that water just lays on top.
yep.
Mm.
And it's so oversaturated right now, so. And anybody knows what Adobe
Right,
clay
right.
is, it
Say,
just
Mark.
turns
Catch
into
you later,
like
Rigger.
grease.
Okay, Rigger.
Mm.
No, you don't want the monkeys that are loose down here, Rigger. Get that nice little herpes virus.
Well,
Oh, he's
that's,
gonna go grab one and send it down to you so you can have some crossbreeding.
Mm.
They're that yeah, I don't know why they don't go in there and kill those things. I mean, you turn 20 Rons loose in there, they could have them wiped out in a couple days.
Yeah.
20
'Cause
rods.
well, I mean, there's like they estimate there's like 200 of these monkeys loose in the wild.
and they're
And it's like
carrying
you-
diseases.
You think that they would go out there and hunt them down and kill them, since they're not native to the, or at least try to capture them, but they don't do anything. They just, and they're going to end up getting out of control. There's thousands of them running around.
Let those invasive snakes get them.
Those things breed like freaking rats, though, man. Monkeys will just keep popping babies out left and right.
Mm.
Well, you got all the pythons down there too.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's so many invasive species down here. We got the iguana issue.
Huh.
You're
Just
actually
let
supposed to
nature be
kill those
nature.
on site.
I was watching this show that it was on using air rifles, and they're going after their iguana, so rodent control through there. Oh my Lord, I just laughing my butt off. Those things are just like all over the place.
Iguanas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all over.
Is that a leftover?
Do what?
Is that a leftover from the exotic pet trade that was prevalent like in the 80s and all that sort of shit?
Yeah, it's from people getting shit and then just
Mhm.
releasing it in the wild instead of calling it like a
Yeah.
zoo or some kind of animal sanctuary trying to find a home
Yep.
for it.
They have
Yeah.
a python epidemic
Right.
too.
Now the problem with the monkeys is it was an animal like refuge that you could take tours through and see all these different wild animals. But the guy took these monkeys, didn't do enough research on them. He stuck them on this island in the refuge, thinking that they would stay on there because of the water around it. But he didn't know that these monkeys actually like swimming. And they went and swam across the channel, got back in onto the mainland, and then it was just an issue from there. So people just,
Idiot.
and there's a lot of people letting pythons and all kinds of shit go.
Okay.
Well,
Never tried
not
them.
meant to be there. Nature would finish them off.
Mm.
The iguanas down here are really bad. You're actually supposed to kill those the minute you see them. There's a kill on site order on those.
Oh,
So if
okay.
you just, anybody that sees one is supposed to kill it as soon as they see it.
Yeah.
We
Well,
got,
that's why
we got that with cane toads up here.
Yeah, we've talked about the cane toads.
Yeah.
I know that, like I said, on that YouTube channel, that it's like a husband and wife, and they have a other crew of in their business, and that's all they do. They get called out to take them out, and all they're using is air pellet rifles to take these iguanas out.
Donald, you didn't catch that misspelling in the chat there? Goannas?
In where? No.
Look at what he said. Goannas taste good.
Goannas taste good. I bet they do.
I don't know what the hell those are.
I've never eaten a goanna.
He put go and Anna together. Goannas.
Go,
Usually
Anna.
Donald catches the misspellings.
Yeah, I wasn't reading the chat.
Maybe it wasn't
No, no.
a spelling. It's just a play on words.
Does Tim eat iguanads?
Eat your gonads? What?
I think Tim might eat iguanads.
You
do
do
iguanads
know it's probably it's just a play on words.
Iguanads taste
Got your
good?
iguanas and your monkeys. Gonanas.
No, I don't think so. There's not a gonanas there. It's gonas.
Well, was he trying to say goannas or gonads?
I think he's trying to say iguanas. But, his brain's usually on gonads. So he might have gotten confused.
Tim
Well, cross
Jackson.
between
Tim
iguanas
Jackson
and a
said-
banana.
Tim Jackson.
No,
said,
there is a
"Justin,
goanna."
just cook them up, Justin.
No,
Oh,
there actually
Nick.
is a channel down here that the guy has a YouTube channel here in Florida, and he actually teaches you how to catch them and skin them and
Cook them.
cook them and all that stuff.
What'd you say there, Dominic?
There is a goanna.
Oh,
There
I'll
you
get it
go.
for you in a minute.
What is a
Sorry.
goanna?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No.
What is it?
It does exist.
Oh my
Like a
God.
little lizard.
Yeah.
Tim's just
Okay.
educated the whole panel.
That is a goanna.
Tell Matt when he gets back. in.
I was pretty sure he
Found in
was saying
Australia.
goannas.
When you're
Australia.
bored and pissed off, check your messages.
Oh, goannas are the same thing as monitor lizards. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. They do exist.
What am I? Who needs to check messages?
Goanna.
Matt.
Yeah.
Dominic
Yes.
couldn't just let us have that one, you know. He had to
No, I'm not
correct
going
us.
to let you have that one. No.
Well, he was no, he wasn't saying goannas. He was saying goannas.
Okay
He completely botched that.
then.
Yeah, because why would he be talking about monitor lizards and telling Justin to cook them up?
Exactly.
Yeah.
When he's got too many monkeys to eat.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm willing to try monkey if you are.
Well,
Keep
you
it
can
to
go
yourself.
Sick
to
prick.
you can go to Japan and monkey brains and the dinner is a cuisine.
Yep.
And the monkey is alive.
Yeah, that is so bad, man.
Hmm.
And they chow down on the live brain, and this poor thing's god damn it.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
Hold on, the thing's still
Ridiculous.
alive?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Still alive.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh fuck, I didn't know that.
It's
And
in the
they-
middle of the table, and it's in the middle of the table, and the monkey's skull is like locked in there. And
They just crack it open like a
They
walnut.
crack it
huh?
open and eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They don't
God.
cook it or anything. They
they-
just crack it open and eat it.
Ugh.
I'll look at it in a minute.
No.
Now, is that a
Disgusting.
true thing or is that just a stage thing for Faces of Death?
No,
Well,
that's true.
that's real. My
Oh.
cousin was over there. He does their corporation does it. They sell CNC machines, automated and stuff. They went over there and they
Hmm.
took him to a place. The group that they were with did it, but there was a table next to him. My cousin got up and walked out of the restaurant.
Yeah, I see a thing for Faces of Death. Eating monkey
That's all. They
brains.
eat the eggs, and they've got the embryo in there, and they eat the whole thing. It's an embryo of a chicken. or
Yeah,
whatever
I can't think of the
inside
name of it.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I know the name of it. It's fucking nasty.
yeah, it's
Is-
disgusting.
Isn't that crunchy chicken?
It might be the KFC. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
It is.
boneless buffalo wings.
Balut. Balut, I think it's called. Balut. Balut?
Balut, that's it. Yes.
Balut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thought of it then. Yeah. Heard it being talked about and I'm going, I don't think so.
Yeah,
No,
this
look at
restaurant
that.
they were in there. The other one was the Japanese blowfish, which is like $1,500 to have. And it's just like, oh,
Yeah, because you have to have a
kidding me.
special chef to cut it and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you'll end up dead.
exactly. Death by blowfish.
There's only one section of it they can eat.
Yep.
Yep.
What's that one shark? My dad used to catch them every once in a while, and they'd have to release them because if you killed them, they would release their bowels into their body, which would automatically taint the meat, so you couldn't really kill them or eat them because of that. It was like I can't remember what the name of the shark was though, but when they would catch them, they would just throw them back because people don't eat them because they do a natural thing when you kill them. And I was
Where'd
like, man,
Ron
if you
go?
could figure, I was like, man, I bet you if you could figure out how to kill that damn thing without it doing that, probably some of the tastiest meat you ever had.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
I just can't think of the name of the shark though. My dad used to
Not
go deep
familiar
sea
with it.
fishing all the time.
You
I
said
think
goodbye.
Twitter's in meltdown because Tucker Carlson
Yeah,
has visited Vladimir Putin.
yeah, yeah. Twitter's always an outrage. They find something to get outraged by every morning.
What did we do? Make Ron sick?
You leaving,
Yeah.
I'm
Donald?
good, guys. Yep, I'm out.
All right,
Catch you
we'll see
later.
you later.
Ron.
Take
See you,
care.
Donald.
Donald?
Good night.
I don't know.
Matt's-
See you,
Ron
Don.
dropped out too.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matt's
just
scared
waved
him off
and
one at a
said
time.
goodbye.
Dominic, you're not saying goodbye, are you?
No. It's just explaining what Ron
He's
did. He did
intimidated.
that and then just left.
I
Are
only
you still in the
mentioned
dude's
Tucker
parking
Carlson.
spot again?
Hey?
You still in the dude's parking spot again?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was
Yes, I
hilarious.
am.
Me and Matt were talking on Messenger one night. We were talking on Messenger on a video call, and Matt freaking stole this dude's parking space and then was yelling insults out the window at him. How does it feel to be out in the sun? It's really nice and cool under this nice tree over here. That's funny.
Yeah, man. Oh, that was funny. But I got to nick off too. I got to get inside and do me whatever. And so yeah.
I don't like how
Hey,
he said that
Steve.
and grabbed at his crotch.
Yeah.
Why don't you just shout it?
It doesn't listen.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I did a Mavic 2 video, which would look good on your telly, mate.
I will look it up.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately, YouTube has been, at least for me, crap for notifications. So I'm not even receiving notifications on anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Matt, because you
Shit.
ignore Laura, she said check your messages.
I already did.
Because
Matt,
yeah, what do you want, mate?
Laura said because you're ignoring her, check your messages.
He's driving.
Oh, am I
He's
ignoring it?
driving.
No, he's not. He's
I
parked up
can't
now.
see anything.
He's
I am
parked.
now.
You know what Laura's like?
Message.
Check your messages.
Laura. Let me get out of this. Oh, that's going to close. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you don't want to
Maybe
do
it'll
that.
stay open. I'm too sure. Laura.
What you've
send
done
the
now.
video.
It's not your fault.
I've seen that one with that chick going through the window. That was hilarious.
I've got to send that back.
That fucking that shit's out.
Which one are you talking about, Matt? The Magical Sunrise? Oh, he froze.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, I just watched the video. Oh dear. That's excellent. Oh man. Love that.
I dread to think what the video
Hello?
was.
What
Are you
what,
talking about
Steve?
the Magical Sunrise, Matt?
Yeah, as long as it's in the thumbnail, it's got Mavic 2 Pro on it.
Is it a short or?
No. It's a video.
Those videos?
Video.
Yeah, there'll be a Tiny Hawk one there, and
Yeah,
then
that's your latest one.
yeah. So if
And
you click on
then-
videos,
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at it. The one before
Yeah.
that says Magical Sunrise, Mavic 2
that's the one.
Pro.
Yeah,
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 okay.
that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. The colors came out. Mate, that camera, 2018, mate, and it still blows the shit out of most things on the market.
Auto's amazing to me.
Can you come get Bo, please?
Fucking auto, Jesus Christ. Damn.
Oh, look at that fog down low. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just watching it in 1080p here, but I'll watch it later on tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's
We call that here like Thule fog that you got there.
Right.
That's-
Okay.
Oh, the colors are unbelievable on the against the green against the water.
Isn't it? It's amazing.
As old Mikey from Philly Drone Life, dynamic range.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But in the same scenario, the Mavic 3 does do a lot better job too. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but it's just crazy colors, man.
It's beautiful.
All right. I'm
Yeah,
out.
you know.
I'll see y'all later.
Catch you later, Justin.
Okay,
Alrighty,
just
Justin,
later,
you take
Justin.
care.
Yeah.
No worries.
Back into the closet he goes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go too. Have a good one, people. Catch us
okay.
later,
All
eh?
right, we'll see you.
See you soon.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, Matt.
See yous.
That is such a.
I haven't left yet.
Ooh.
You got
See
caught.
Now he's left.
Now he's left.
That's such a bling.
Okay, well, what do you guys think?
Up to you.
I think it's 9 minutes past 12.
I think it's great that you guys take the abuse so that I don't have to.
Ah, okay.
I don't give Paul.
Yeah, it's almost 10 after 12 where you are, Laura.
Mm.
It's all right. She didn't get up that early.
Yeah.
I had a nap before as well.
I had to pull her out of bed this morning. Jesus, you weren't getting up.
I don't want to get up.
Okay, everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We're going to say adieu to everybody. Steve,
Catch you later,
take
guys.
care. David, Laura, Dominic, Lance.
Thank you, Paul.
Everybody.
Nice talking to you, Lance.
We'll see all of you again in the morning.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody. Have a
Bye.
good evening.